Hello and welcome to this lesson on the fantastic tune Herbert The Sherbert by Martin Ellison. About a week ago I was contacted by one of my customers who said, could I figure this tune out for him and teach it to him? And I said, I will, as long as I've got the permission of the composer. So I contacted Martin, who very sweetly said, yes, I could do this. So here we are. It's a great tune. We can have a lot of fun with this. So let's get started. This was a tune of the month on Melodeon.net, which is a forum for Melodeon players. I think it was about 8 years ago, 2012, and I was spot for choice when I was looking for versions to work on. And I'd kind of narrowed it down to a couple, and then I discovered a version recorded by Martin himself on SoundCloud, so it was audio only. And I liked it so much I decided to base my version on his. I thought, well, it's from the horse's mouth. He himself was a bit disparaging about his performance, but I really liked it, and so I thought I would, like I say, base my version on his. I haven't done the kind of slow introduction. I've just gone for the sort of the meat and potatoes, the main theme which everyone loves, and so that's where we are. We're up to bar 5 now. Now it's very similar to bar 1, but a little bit busier. So we're going to go. In some ways it's easier because the two halves are identical time-wise. You've got 2 E's and then 2 octave E's. Whereas before you held on to that E for a dotted crotchet. This time it's crotchet quaver, and you've got E bass, E minor chord with the first pair of E's, and C bass, C chord with the second pair of E's. So bar 6 is the same as bar 2. One thing I would say, if you are using that method that I use of pressing the button and hanging onto it as you change the bellows direction to sound the note, make sure you do push hard enough to sound the note. So it's make sure that B is heard. Yeah? So bar 7 is the same as bar 3. So in other words, bars 2 and 3 are the same as bars 6 and 7. So here's 7. To finish off the page, we're going to play bar 8. Now we've got A on the push, G on the pull, F sharp on the push, so G and F sharp on one button, and end the page on this dotted crotchet E, finger 1 on the pull. And the bass for that is D bass, D chord. Now notice these D basses have got asterisks, and I mentioned this earlier with the C's. If I want you to play D basses on the push, I put asterisks on them because you've got them on the pull down here and on the push, which is where I want you to play these, up here. So it's buttons 2 and 1 on the push, fingers 2 and 1. I'll just mention this, that I use finger 1 on button 1, finger 2 on button 2, finger 3 on button 3, finger 4 on button 4, both rows on the basses. Some people do that, a lot of people don't. A lot of people just use 3 fingers, some just use 2. There's no right or wrong, it's whatever works for you. I always encourage my students to use all 4 fingers, but if you don't, it's not a crime. If you've just been using 3 fingers or 2 fingers for years and years and years, I wouldn't really advocate changing now. But if you're a beginner, I certainly would try and use 4 fingers to start with. Maybe it's because I'm a guitarist and I'm used to using all 4 fingers, but anyway, that's another matter. So D bass, D chord, these 2 buttons here, and then come over to the inside row, pull out to get E bass and E minor. So that bar.